Hello, Lego lovers. This is Elle, and this is another Disney princess mech mech. I have no idea what we'll call it, but it is a Disney princess mech. And as you can see by the overabundance of yellow, and maybe you can see inside the cockpit there, this is Belle's. And basically, when I was initially thinking this up, there's multiple ideas. There's lots of cool people on the Minidolls Discord that had some really good suggestions that I just think I'm not as good enough builder to do. However, I kind of had some inspiration, and basically I watched the movie again and kind of was like, what are some key things I can take about Belle and add into a mech? And one thing I wanted to try doing is the dress aspect, as you can see down here. So it's actually lots of kind of parts are clipped and incredibly fragile, I will say. But I can, for the most part, kind of spin it around, which I think is actually pretty cool. Obviously, it's not fully complete, but I think that kind of makes it look Lego-ier more. I did want to use more of this yellow, but I didn't have a lot of it. It's a pretty rare color, so as her outfit and stuff is kind of mixed, it works. So the dress concept here, as you can see, like I said, you can kind of spin it around, which I think is actually really cool. But from an actual like mech standpoint, conceptually you could say it's additional armor for the legs, which are pretty important because if your legs get damaged, your mobility goes down, and if you're in a mech, you will have issues if you can't be mobile, kind of the point of them. The other thing is I imagine that if you wanted to, you could have them all, like, as you can see, they're fragile, have them all pop up and spin around to do like an area, attack right around you. The other thing you could probably do is have them actually fire off like missiles, and I'm going to take them off anyways. And as you can see, the clip comes off there. There are two different ones that I basically made. There's actually supposed to be a clip under there, but this kind of, and I made it so they kind of fit and had the color kind of go through them. This one's more sturdier than this one, and it's just kind of spacing around the legs that I felt was kind of the issue. But we'll take these flaring of armors off, or flaking, whatever you want to say. And here we have what might look like a more standard mech. And there's a couple things I did with this, but we'll start with the legs here. So one thing I wanted to do is obviously keep the color going. I wanted to try and make it look like she was wearing heels on her mech. And I think I did a pretty good job. I mean, like I said, I'm no master builder, expert builder, but I'm really happy with how they turned out. They do have some flexibility here in the bottom part, which I can't do. It's coming kind of the ankle. It's kind of copied from a lot of the medium-sized mechs that Lego has done, but you can do some posing with it, which I think is good. So you can get some action poses. One of the problems, though, is the weight, as you can probably tell just from the look of the top part. But we will kind of get into that. So the weapons, of course, as it is a mech, it has to have some sort of weapons for defending the kingdom or whatnot. And let's look at this one. As you can see, this is a giant cannon. And as an interesting thing, I made it so it could work very crudely. So this slides actually completely out. And basically, that is like a flick fire missile, you could say. And what it fires is the interesting part. I made it so it could fire books because I think Belle likes books, and I'm sure she would enjoy other people reading them. So now this, I will say, is a very crude mechanism, but basically you would flick this part and you would hope it works. And as you can see, it did not, because I forgot I'm supposed to load 2 in, and then it works better. So there's just a slot up here where you can slide them in, and then let's kind of angle this up. And then and as you can see, it shoots them out. So it's not the best, but I think the concept is great. It was an idea because she likes reading books. Maybe she wouldn't be shooting books at them. We can imagine they're just book-shaped munitions or something. But I'm really happy that I got that to somewhat feasibly work. And now, like I said, it's just this slides in, you shoot that in, and it shoots it out, which, like I said, I'm pretty happy. The detailing on it, I don't think is the best, and I probably could have spent a lot more time on that, but I was just kind of happy with how it was looking and everything there. And the other weapon here, as you can see, is this wonky big giant axe. And it's really simple. It's just on a axle thing, and I can just go like this. And inherently this, if you've watched Beauty and the Beast, is completely based off of her dad's gadget. And I'm talking more of the animated one here, where he made like a wood chopper. And basically it's like steam powered, and it just chops wood automatically. And if you've seen the like pictures of it, it has like a pink teapot on it, and then a big like steam, you know, like container thing. So that's kind of 100% based off of that. And I'm actually, even though it's really simple and not super detailed, I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I think the flavor is definitely there. To add to the flavor, because I had to add this in for Beauty and the Beast, here is the rose in the back. Now, creatively, you could imagine this being so many different concepts here. It could be that she is protecting the rose for some reason. It could be that the essence of the beast is in there or something, and she needs to protect it or get it somewhere. You could also say she's using it to power the mech. Maybe something happened to the beast, and there's a bunch of magic and stuff involved, and she decided to use that to power a mech to fight back against whatever evil. But of course, let's see how she gets in and out of this mech, and probably bring the legs around. As you can see, they do spin fairly freely. But basically, you got this part which will pop up here, and then this part which will pop down and out. Yeah, just like that. And there she is, right in there. Now, there's no controls. I haven't put really any controls in any of my mechs, just because they're a little problematic to fit in there. And the concept of the mini doll in a dress that I keep putting in here is kind of a minor little issue to really kind of get controls and stuff in there. I'm sure someone else could probably be a way better builder at it. But you can also see down here what I use to clip all the armor pieces to, and just like that. So I'm happy with how it turned out. Obviously someone could probably do way better if they wanted to do that, but I have not seen anyone doing princess mechs, at least as far as I can tell. And obviously these arms have some articulation, as you can see, very fragile up top here. The armor is actually up here just only clipped on, so you kind of have to hold some parts to get the kind of, action posing more so that you might want. And you can close that up, and obviously that is my Belle Mech, or Beauty and the Beast. And next up, I think I'm going to work on Ariel, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, that is my Beauty and the Beast mech, or Belle Mech. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'm really enjoying doing these princess mechs, grabbing the princess and trying to theme the mech around something or an aspect of her or parts of her. I think has been really fun doing, so I'm really enjoying doing these. The only thing is I'm worried about running out of mech type parts for joints and stuff, but that's pretty much all I got for this one. Let me know what you think in the comments, of course, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and as I say 8,000 times again, thanks again for watching.